standard.
One time, spot baby. Lego. Passing the prime. Them girls, them I come, them I feel alive. One by one, them I step in on me yard, them I enter, them be 2 by 2. Ooh, oh no. Man I tell him.
Hi guys, it's Laurasia. Welcome back to my channel. So starting out, I'm going to be already pre-washed my 613 hair with some sulfate-free shampoo. Let that air dry, and now I'm going to go on to tinting the roots of this wig. So I wanted it to basically be like a darker shade of copper on the roots, more of less like a shadow root kind of action. But originally I was going to do this wig an entirely different color, but I changed my mind last minute per usual, and I decided to do this a copper Rosegold type of split dye. It actually was a split dye by mistake. We will get into that later on in the video of how I messed it up, but actually ended up liking it. So yeah, we're going to go in with some copper brown from Adore Dye. We're going to be using 2 brands. Some dyes are from Adore, and then some dyes are from Ion from Sally Beauty. You can definitely get that, and I will link those down below. The Adore website, I don't even think they have a website, but I will definitely link the names of the Adore dyes and then the links for the Ions from Sally Beauty in the description box down below. This hair is from SlayQueenHair. I will link all of their contact and social media info down below. I ended up using a 18-inch frontal and 5 bundles, 2 bundles of 24-inch and 3 bundles of 26-inch, because I wanted this super full. So no matter if I wore it straight or wavy or curled, it will still have a lot of body to it, and it did just that. This hair has very minimum shedding. A lot of times with 613 hair, you kind of have to watch out with the shedding and the dryness and everything. This hair is super silky, don't get me wrong, but it just has a tad bit of shedding. But once I co-washed it, the shedding pretty much went away. So yeah. So starting out, you're going to want extremely hot water. We're going to be doing a watercolor dyed wig today. Yes, I said watercolor. I've been seeing this technique all over Instagram. This is nothing new, but I have not seen it on YouTube yet. So we're going to be using 2 Adore dyes in French cognac and Cajun spice, and right here you just see me kind of taking my time mixing up the colors. I definitely would recommend that, because you do not know how exactly the colors are going to come out unless you kind of test strand and test dip dye. Like I said, I will show you guys in the video what I mean by that, but I took my time basically doing even amounts of both dyes and sprinkling it in the water and then swirling it around with a spoon. And I made sure that I kind of lifted my spoon up just to see what the color was looking like. I ended up using both full bottles of the French cognac and the Cajun spice dyes, and I also believe I went in with orange blaze at the end because I wanted the tint a little bit more on the orange side, so that's why I put a little bit of the orange blaze in as well. So I do have like a leftover 613 frontal I'll be showing you guys later on. I like to use that. It's so ratchet looking, but I like to use that to test dye all of my strands. I would definitely recommend that if you guys don't have like a leftover 613 frontal or anything. They are expensive, don't get me wrong, but if you have some type of leftover 613 hair, make sure that you save that, because you can always use that for test dyeing any type of hair that you want to do, just to see how the true color would look. So I dipped it into the water and then pulled it out, and you guys see that the color is so vibrant just from letting it only sit for 5 seconds. I did end up letting my wig sit for about 1 minute, but right here is just a test strand, and this is just what it looks like. This is what I mean by a little bit more on the orangey side. I did go ahead and put a little bit more of the orange blaze in, and that's how I got such the orange copper that I have later on in the results. So how I did the split dye by accident, might I add, you guys, is I just did section by section on the left side of the wig. So I started in the back and I let that sit for about 1 minute, and then I did another section in the middle on the left side and let that sit, and then I did the top section on the left side and then let that sit. And then by the time I got to getting to the middle and to the right side, all the dye had already sucked up all the wig. So not all the dye got onto the right side, but you guys will see that it still gave it like an orange tint. And after that, I decided to make it like a rose gold. So I did end up going in with another color, but this is how I got that split dye type of rose gold ginger. So one side is literally all ginger, like an orange ginger, and then it fades into like a light copper, and then I put a rose gold dye over top of the right side, and that's how I got my rose gold. So it sounds so complicated, but like I always show you guys, it's so much easier to watch than to listen. So I'm going to just let you guys see exactly what I'm doing, and then I will come back when I put on the rose gold dye on the right side. I also just want to add that I did let the hair sit for about 10 minutes on the left side, and then I moved it over to the right side and let that sit for about 5 minutes. So just want to let you guys know the numbers.
One time never. Them my girls, them a coming over. Bad man, me I wanna lover. Girl come, them a be my lover. Bad man, me I never waste time. Them a girl, them a come, them a never count time. One time, me I never waste time. Them a girl, them a come, them a try my time. Ooh, man a telling me they go.
So as I was taking out the wig, you guys saw that the whole entire right side was definitely a lighter shade of copper. So I went ahead and went in with some rose quartz from the Ion color line, and I put that all over the entire right side, and that's how I got that pinkish rose gold copper type of shade. It's like a mix in between, but I let that sit for about 2 to 3 hours until the dye pretty much kind of hardened, because to me that makes me feel like the dye is really sunken into the hair. And now I'm just washing it out. You guys always know I like doing this to show you guys if the color bleeds out of the hair or not. So once I'm done with rinsing out the color, I would just go in with my Ion After Color Sealer Conditioner and then let that sit for an hour and then rinse that out as well.
It's fake kills.
One time.
Standard.
One time. Lego. Passing the prime. Them girls, them a come, them a feel alive. One by one, them a step in on me yard, them a enter, them be 2 by 2. Ooh, yeah. Go low. Man a tell them, me them go slow. Them a feeling on my vibrancy.
So this is what the ending results are looking like. On the right side, you're getting like a salmon kind of color, and then wherever you kind of lift up the hair, you're getting your rose gold tones. And then if you keep twirling it around, you'll get your copper orange on the left side. I love this wig. I love the color. Even though it was by mistake, I still finally got to do rose gold hair. I've been telling you guys I was going to do rose gold for so long, and I finally get to do it. So I actually showed you guys this hair in 3 styles. I've been liking to do videos where I take my time, I'm having the wig in or the hair installed for, you know, a week to 2 weeks. I've had this wig for about 2 weeks now. I've straightened it, I've curled it, I've done loose waves on it. I've literally done everything. If you guys are seeing like my sides lifting up, that's because I didn't tack my sides down, because it's a middle part, so it doesn't really matter. But I went ahead and showed you guys what the hair looks like straight, and then I went ahead and curled it, and this is what the hair is looking like with like more or less tighter curls. And I just brushed it out with, hey boyfriend, I just brushed it out with my barrel type of wand brush. And then I also end up showing you guys what the hair looks like when the curls have been dropped for about a week I like curling my hair with a flat iron only because the curls last for about 2 weeks. So that's kind of a tip for anyone that is wondering how I get these loose waves all the time. I literally curl the hair just like this, going backwards, and brush it out. And then after like a few days of wearing the hair, it drops to the last scene where I have the blue shirt on. And that is how I get my loose waves. And then I would just probably go in and touch it up a little bit, kind of wrapping the hair around a 1 1/4 barrel curling iron, but it still keeps that wavy type of looseness to it. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing some slow-mos, showing you guys what the hair is looking like and all that good stuff. And I'll also show you guys the end where I have my blue on when these curls have dropped. So yeah, as always, I love you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. And PSA, I am now selling wigs on my website. I will link my website down below so you guys can check out my wigs, see which ones you guys are interested in, or so on. I later on in a few months will be giving the option to customize wigs. It's just so much work for me to do because these wigs are handmade by me. So I'm literally taking the time out of my day, out of my week, to make these wigs for you guys. So yeah, hope to see you guys in my next video. Deuces.
One time, me nah never. Them my girls, them a coming over. Bad man, me a wanna lover. Girl come, them a be my lover. Bad man, me a never waste time. Them a girl, them a come, them a never count time. One time, me a never waste time. Them a girl.